What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cliff back at it with another banger. Bah, bah, bah. Just like that, man. You know, I'm dropping out hot stuff, man. Y'all know what I do, man. I got more bangers for y'all. You already know. Mixtape coming soon. Just know I got more bars than your girl's cellular service. Stop playing with me. But listen. As y'all can see on the title, Black Ops 2020. Y'all definitely gotta let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Also, those of you that are new to the channel, definitely drop that like and subscribe, man, for real. I be seeing y'all watch the content, not subscribing, dropping a like. It's free. You're not gonna get no charge. I think some of y'all think that right when you click the like button, subscribe, y'all gonna get charged. Nah. It's free. You just click on it. Boom. You know what I mean? So you can stay tuned for more great content and funny content I will be dropping. So stay tuned for that. But let's definitely get right into it. Why Call of Duty, and for sure it's definitely gonna be Call of Duty 2020. But I mean Call of Duty Black Ops 2020. Why it's confirmed, right? So probably some of you guys know that there has been alpha builds, Call of Duty Black Ops alpha builds that's been leaked on PlayStation Network. So people was able to download it onto their PC and check out the files. Now some of the files have some high security, but there's some things that was leaked on the files that wasn't like secured. And one of the things that they were talking about was how there's this file that says 2020, and when you actually click on it, it says Black Ops, right? It says Black Ops, which is interesting because what year is it? Exactly, it's 2020. You know what I mean? It's 2020. So I got pretty excited because I would show you guys the pictures, but you know, for certain copyright reasons. But I'm gonna explain it to you guys. I was actually pretty excited as I'm gonna explain more what I seen in the files, and what other people have seen too. I'm not the only one who spotted this. I was actually excited because I don't know about you guys. When Black Ops 1 first came out, yo, I was fiending. You know, the Call of Duties before that too, but also like Black Ops 1, I was fiending. You know, I'm talking like, y'all forget that Call of Duty was so good. It had kids skipping school. I know kids that was skipping classes just to get sessions in Call of Duty. You know, and another thing is too, it may be small, but I also mess with the soundtracks, especially like when you log into multiplayer. I don't know if like it's cause like I have an ear for music, so like I don't know about y'all, but I was messing with the soundtracks and all that. I was especially the zombies one too. Y'all, zombies is another thing too, bro. Kenner the Tartan, that was actually a good first zombie map right there. That was good. Even the DLCs of Black Ops was extremely good too. I had a great time with the game. I think I had over like close to 10,000 games played on Black Ops 1. Like I really like. I wish I could check how much. You know how like when you go on the leaderboard section, it would show like the days played, hours and minutes, whatever. I had way beyond 24 days. I know that, like, yo, I was fiending. That's all you need to know. And you know, you know, with these new consoles that's coming out, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, I told everybody that all we need, if you actually do the math, because I think it's like every 8 years or maybe 10, around there, 8 to 10 years is when you get a new console, right? So at least on the next gen consoles, at least, y'all gonna agree with me when I say this, because I already did out the math. At least if we could have 3 good Call of Duties, 3, okay? Uno, dos, tres, you know what I mean? Like 3 good Call of Duties on the PS5. I'm gonna say PS5 because I'm a PlayStation guy, but on the next gen consoles, if we could at least have 3 good Call of Duties, we are good to go. At least 3. The rest of the Call of Duties could be trash. I think if Call of Duty like knew this, like if they kept this cycle, especially like later on when you got another new console generation, if you could at least just have 3 good Call of Duties, because asking for all, I don't know, 5, I mean, asking for all 8 Call of Duties to be good is asking a lot. We already know that the company, they're not going to do too good. There could be this one Call of Duty that's so bad and the next one could be bad, but at least if we could have 3 good Call of Duties. And the reason why I say 3 is because, think about it, You guys are who's on like PS4, Xbox One. You know, if you're bored, you could always go back to BO3 and still have a good time. You could always go back to Ghost. I mess with Call of Duty Ghost and still have a good time. You know, you could still go back because the servers is still open. So there's a reason why I said if we could at least have 3 good Call of Duties, we're good to go. Just at least 3. If we could, I mean, if we end up having way more than 3, then that's good. But at least 3, because you could always go back. Look at it. Some of y'all can still go back to like Modern Warfare 2, BO2, and still have a good time. Black Ops 1. So that's why I said at least 3, because, you know, then when this Call of Duty comes out and it's trash, you could go back to the previous Call of Duty, which would be like, for example, Black Ops, right? And still have a good time. It's almost like saying if they do drop this one good Call of Duty, you're good for like if you do the math, you're good for like 3 to 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Because the game will come out like 2020, but it's meant for 2021. So you could still enjoy Black Ops right? You could still enjoy Black Ops in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I think you guys should understand the gist of where I'm going at. So that's why I said at least. That's why I was excited, because like, if you look at it, if we at least, I mean, this is a good start off for the next gen consoles. You know, Black Ops. Why not? But the thing is, though, so how they're gonna do it is, you know how we had Modern Warfare, and they recalled it Modern Warfare. But to be honest, if you're a true Call of Duty fan, the Modern Warfare that we have right now is nothing like the Modern Warfare we grew up playing. This Modern Warfare is completely trash. If you are maybe if you're a casual COD player, you probably won't see where I'm coming from. But this Modern Warfare is, I think the reason, if you check the stats of Modern Warfare, it's only good just because I feel like it's one of those Call of Duties that's not too competitive. I think that's why it's doing good in sales. Previous Call of Duties was all about being competitive. This one is more for like, maybe you could still kind of get competitive, but more laid back Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Even like pro players will agree with me on this one. Like, this card right here is not really like something to really like. I only played a couple games on Modern Warfare, but it's not the best. So they are going to take that Modern Warfare route, but at the same time, what I'm hoping for, since they're going to reboot this Black Ops, is make sure like it's not like, if you're gonna call it Black Ops, I want it to feel like Black Ops, right? You want it to feel like Black Ops, right? Because what happened was they called it Modern Warfare, but it didn't feel like Modern Warfare. If you guys played Call of Duty like the way I played COD, you'll see exactly why I'm saying this. You know what I mean? Like, it does not feel like nowhere near Modern Warfare. It's actually one of those Call of Duties where, if when you play the game, it feels good because it looks good, but the gameplay itself, like actually like playing it, it's trash. Campers, things like that, like the way people play, it's because the way the game's designed and the maps, you know, so it almost like forces you to camp. But with Black Ops, we hope that they don't take that direction. I hope I could still get that, you know, because Black Ops took place around like 1970, right? So like, hopefully I could still feel that, hey, I'm playing Black Ops, if that makes sense. So definitely I want that same feel. If from what I could tell, they're definitely gonna take, I would actually like them to actually remaster. Like, you could change like how the interface looks like when you start the game, but I would also like for them, I think you guys would agree on this too, I would like for them to have like this basically, you know how the soundtracks was and certain things like that, like bring those little details back, but at the same time improve the gameplay even more, because, you know, we're on new consoles, you know, make it much more smoother. You could definitely have those same weapons that we grew up playing. We got the FAMAS, definitely bring that back. Bring back the crossbow, but make sure it's not OP, as if OP is the 725, or if you guys played Black Ops 4, the game started getting really toxic because they brought back certain weapons from previous Black Ops, but it got more OP, if that makes sense. So hopefully it doesn't come like this. But if it's a well-balanced Call of Duty, guys, safe to say we are in great hands. Okay. Another thing in the files that I discovered was it said it was from the Department of Defense in 1977. It was experimentation programs, like basically like mind control, torturing, especially what Mason went through. You guys remember they were torching the freak out of Mason, especially like when you start up the game, the character that's tied to the chair, that's Mason right there. So definitely when they said that on the files, on the alpha bills I read, I was like, wait a minute. You know, I played Black Ops. I was like, oh shoot, that's another giveaway that, yo, we are going to have a Black Ops reboot, which makes me more excited about. You know what I mean? If you played Black Ops, and some of y'all didn't get to see the files, but if you got to play Black Ops and you seen this, like, it's mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? Because we all could definitely, like, if you're, especially like, I consider myself a COD sweat. I really take the game serious, and like when it's a good Call of Duty, I know life the game. I know life the game. I'm in my man cave playing Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all could relate. So this is exciting. Some of y'all didn't get to see the files because I heard it's taken down. I can't even see it no more. But it was like right timing. When I seen it, I was like, oh shoot! Like they're talking about experimentation programs where you're just like torturing someone's mind, which that's exactly what Mason went through. So right there, that's another giveaway that, oh shoot, we are going to have a 2020 Black Ops. But the thing is, the only thing that I'm confused, like, I'm kind of confused, but not confused at the same time. Like I said, they rebooted Modern Warfare, but it's not actually Modern Warfare. So at the same time I'm excited, there's a certain part of me that's like, no, I shouldn't get too excited. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to have to relive that nightmare that, and I think some of y'all could relate what I'm going through. We don't want to have to relive that nightmare that we went through with Modern Warfare. Literally. Honestly, I feel like what's also keeping the game alive is Warzone. But it's not really a good Call of Duty. You know what I mean? If you're a person that really plays the game, it's not really a good Call of Duty. So that's the only thing that's really confusing me. Like, is it like like I keep saying reboot in this video, but in my mind, I would hope the game is a remaster. If that makes sense. A remaster, but you could change a couple things, but the gameplay should still have that Call of Duty Black Ops vibe. That's definitely what we want. That's like, you know, as the COD community, like if you're a person who's a true fan of the COD community and you played every single game and you know lifed it, that's definitely what you want. I want, us as a community want. You know what I mean? So definitely, if we could have like it, like the back of my mind, I would definitely like to have a what's it called, a remaster instead of a reboot. You know what I mean? Because if they're really serious about a reboot, there's a possible chance, maybe a slight chance, that we might relive that nightmare that we did in Modern Warfare, right? They're gonna call it Black Ops, but it probably doesn't feel like Black Ops. I would hate for that to happen. You know what I mean? Because think about it. I'm getting the PS5 early. Some of you guys are getting the PS5 early, or the Xbox Series X. I will be getting that soon after the PS5. And wouldn't that be a great, you guys let me know in the comment section. Wouldn't that be a good way to kickstart the new console generation? Tell me, like, wouldn't that be a good way, right? You get your PS5, and hey, you got a good Call of Duty to go with it. That's a win-win if you ask me, right? You spent money on the new console, and you're also spending money, and you're not also are you spending money on the new Call of Duty, but you're not getting ripped off. It's exactly what you wanted. Tell me, guys, that is not a win-win, because that is a huge win. I'm telling you, if we can at least have 3 good Call of Duties, we are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. We are good to go. So definitely, like I said, in the back of my mind, I would hope I would be right, where it's more of a remaster, but at the same time it's a remaster. There's a couple new things that's changed to make the game feel much more refreshing, you know, because it's cool to be like, hey, I played Black Ops. I mean, we all played Black Ops, but at the same time you want something that's fresh, but at the same time you want it to make sure it feels like Black Ops. You know, you don't want to. I wouldn't recommend them to change the game completely, but add a new couple things. Like for example, change the interface. Bring back the maps, of course, but then add a new rotation of maps, new rotation of games. Just like at least what they did with Modern Warfare. Almost like every couple of weeks, what they would do is change the rotation of the game playlist. You know, they would add this, they would add Team Deathmatch, Warzone, whatever. So if Black Ops could mimic that, but make it much better on a whole bigger scale, that would be a huge win. That would be fantastic. You know, especially with zombies. You know, just like I said, bring back the same maps, right? Maybe some of the DLCs, right? Maybe some of the DLCs, and also at the same time add a couple new things, add something new to the playlist of zombies and things like that. So if they could do that, that would be a huge plus right there and a huge win. So definitely. So yeah, that would be great. But you guys definitely let me know what you think in the comment section, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay, you know. And yeah, till next time, definitely drop that like and subscribe. I got more content coming out for y'all. Stay tuned and have a good day. The Switchblade has a small ass clip. That's why I stopped using it. It's nice, but shit's annoying. I'm gonna call him the stealth chopper.
Hostile UAV circling. Serpent 1-2 confirms hostiles maneuvering on your position. We'll engage.
Yeah, you better. Oh, I thought he quit or some shit.
Bringing tac deploy online.
Our TAC deploy beacon is offline. Serpent 1-2 FTC at 50%. Never a doubt. Good job.
Stupid bitch. Yeah, my score streaks forced them inside. Winning all night. Bitch, I got my Nikes. Bitch, I got my Nikes. Cause we winning all night. Hey, could we?